Some characters are remembered for their strength, others for their intelligence. But Jake LaMotta
and Jimmy Reeves in the Cleveland Arena. LaMotta is undefeated.
Is remembered because he showed us something that we rarely see honestly in cinema. What a man looks like when his greatest enemy exists inside his own mind. Jake LaMotta isn't just another tragic figure in cinema. He isn't written to be admired or even forgiven. He is one of the most rare characters in film history who feels painfully real. Watching him is like watching a man fight a battle he doesn't understand but refuses to stop. So let's talk about what makes Jake LaMotta one of the most unique characters ever put on screen. Most iconic characters in cinema are fictional. Even the darkest ones are shaped by narrative structure and emotional protection. But Jake LaMotta was a real person. The film is based on his autobiography, Raging Bull: My Story. That fact alone makes him different. Because when we watch him destroy his relationships, sabotage his success and drawn into paranoia, we are not watching fiction. We are watching a version of real events lived by a real man. That makes the character uncomfortable. Because somewhere inside us, we knew this isn't exaggerated for drama. This is who he really was. Not a hero, not a villain, something else. Because most characters are fall into categories that audiences recognize. Heroes learn lessons, villains get punished or redeemed. Anti-heroes still have charm or intelligence that makes us root for them. But Jake LaMotta doesn't fit anywhere. He isn't charming like Tony Montana from Scarface. He isn't strategic like Michael Corleone from The Godfather. And he isn't victim of society like Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver. Jake is a type of character who has a raw insecurity. He is anger without strategy. He is violent without purpose. He doesn't fight villains. He fights the people he loves. And eventually he fights himself. His character arc built on destruction. In fellow movies, many character arcs move toward growth, redemption or change. But Jake's arc goes in the opposite direction. At the beginning, he is strong, driven and successful. But the more he rises, the more his insecurity grows. His jealousy becomes obsession. His aggression becomes his identity. There is no dramatic twist where he changes. There is no moment where he learns. His story is not fall from grace. It is a slow and painful collapse caused by himself. Jake LaMotta doesn't lose because the world beats him. He loses because he never stops attacking his own life. You're watching Prime Cinephile, and if you love movies as much as I love, don't forget to subscribe for more deeply rooted videos about cinema. Jake is one of the most psychologically rich characters ever written. His defining traits shape everything he does. He has low self-worth, but hides it with aggression. He craves control more than love. He sees intimacy as weaknesses. He uses violence as communication. His paranoia destroys his relationships. His jealousy became a prison. And when his fists can't solve his fear, he hits harder. For Jake, boxing isn't a sport. It's the only language he speaks.
Where you wanted to go? Hey, Ray. Never went down, Ray. You never got me down, Ray.
Unlike many mainstream boxing films that focus on victory, strategy, inspiration, or physical struggle, Raging Bull does the opposite. The violence here isn't heroic, it isn't cinematic, it isn't motivating. It's ugly, it's personal, it's a mirror of the chaos inside him. When Jake steps in the ring, it feels less like competition and more like a confession. The decision to shoot the movie in black and white wasn't only artistic.
Yeah, I mean, I could do this if you want. Or I gotta have an idea. I have another idea. Let me just try it. I won't even tell you what it is. And great. When he says that, then I shoot, something explosive happens.
In the words of Martin Scorsese, it stripped away glamour, comfort and romantic cinema language. It makes the film timeless. It makes Jake look exposed. It makes everything feel harsh and unforgiving. The lack of color feels like the lack of balance in Jake's life. Everything is extremes. Black or white replicate win or lose, hit or be hit. Robert De Niro didn't just act the role. He lived it for months. During the process of preparation, he trained as a real boxer, he fought in real matches, he studied Jake's movement, mannerisms and psychology, and then he gained weight to play the older version realistically. At the time, this level of physical transformation was shocking. It became a turning point in acting history, and because of that, Jake LaMotta isn't told to us, he's embodied. During the shooting schedule, De Niro doesn't perform Jake, he became him.
Before Sugar Ray would say that the thing ain't the ring, it's the play. So give me a stage where this bullhead can rage, and though I can fight, I'd much rather recite.
Most stories give us hope. Even the darkest characters usually learn something or break free. But Jake doesn't. Even in the final scenes, when he stands in front of a mirror reciting, "It was you," we don't know if he finally understands himself or if he is still hiding behind ego and excuses. That uncertainty is what makes him unforgettable. Jake LaMotta doesn't offer a message, he offers a warning.
I don't want you so stupid, so stupid, so stupid.
So what makes the character of Jake LaMotta unique in film history? I say everything, because he is one of the few characters who feels completely unfiltered, no exaggeration, no Hollywood polish, no redemption arc. Jake LaMotta shows the cost of living with unsolved anger, insecurity and emotional fear. Psychologically, he represents the battle that many people fight, but almost never admit. He isn't unforgettable because he's great. He's unforgettable because he's honest. And sometimes, the hardest character to look at is the one that feels closest to the truth. So, in the film, what you like about Jake LaMotta? Share with us in comment section. We are love to see your thoughts about this. And also, if you like this, make sure you like, share and subscribe to Prime Cinephile. Till then, keep watching films, keep inspiring, keep learning and enjoy the greatest frames of cinematic beauty.